Yes, sir. What's the word? So look, man, just got an interview in with my dog, ABG Podcast. ABG, make sure that y'all put it up like this. You heard me? ABG Podcast, man. And my camera had went out, you know what I'm saying? So it's gonna cut off or whatever, but you know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure that y'all, you know, follow ABG Podcast, man. I'm gonna shoot everything, all his information in the description. Y'all make sure y'all rock with him, man. His podcast is super dope, man. It's full of good interviews, good topics, you know, unique topics, you know what I'm saying? He got a different way of viewing things, man. So that's why I really rock with him. You know, that's why I rock with him, you know what I mean? So make sure y'all tune in, man. We finna get into this interview like right now, you hear me? Froze up till we froze up.
What's happening? It's your boy 911 and you tuned in to ABG Podcast, man. You already know. You know how we do it. Let's get to it. So look, check this out. I got one of the cats that was my early on mentor, man. Y'all want to know how the podcast got jumped, man. Me and him was chopping it up. I done told y'all this before. Y'all heard his voice. He's contributed to the show many times, you know, with the end of the year roundup or whatever. But I told him, you got so much more to offer, man. So we're going to get into it today. But I got Coop the Trill with me, man.
Dog, what's that word?
What's happening, bro? What's happening?
Look, bro, I can't call it.
We're gonna sip a little. We're gonna sip a little Douce tonight,
yes,
man.
Sir.
We're gonna
yes,
just sit back and go. Shout out K's Custom for, man. We got ABG cups, man. We got.
Ooh!
we doing
I'm talking about ABG cups.
Yeah,
y'all get you one.
Yeah, man. Y'all tap in the plugs, man. I'm gonna let you get you right, man. Before we get jump started, man. What's been shaking though, dog? What's been up?
Man, bro, a whole lot of work, whole lot of behind the scenes work, bro. Man, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy, like behind the scenes work, like they say, man, you gotta get the behind the scenes work ready before you get the front ready. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I've been on, bro. For real. Like just, you know, everything, man, from like music to like, you know, up on my content creation. You know what I'm saying? You know, getting behind people, you know, working with their marketing, their brand and stuff like that. So I've just been on that, man, for real.
That's what's up, man. We gonna let's take it all the way back to the beginning, man, cause you out here, man. You like me, bro. You an alien out here, man.
Sir,
so I'm from Louisiana. My guy here, he from St. Louis.
St. Louis, 314.
Hey, man, 318.
Shout out to Sexy Red. Keep going.
For real.
Yeah.
So look, we're gonna take it back to the Lou, man. Like
right.
early days of Coop, man. How you got started, man? What's early Coop like?
Let me tell y'all, man, it was real polarizing, bro.
Yeah.
Real polarizing. Like I said, I tell this story all the time. My mama real educated. She come from the hood too, but my mama real educated.
Gotcha.
You know, she's very educated, got her master's and whatever. My old dude, on the other hand, was real street, you know, OG Crip, you know what I'm saying, from the south side of St. Louis, whatever. So it was real polarizing. So it's like when I'm on my mama's side, you know, it's about education, this and the third. You know, when I'm on my daddy's side, basically it's a trap house. I ain't gonna fake it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it was real polarizing. Then I was raised by my great grandmother. You know,
okay.
She was in her 80s. You know what I'm saying? Like she passed away before her 91st birthday, but that was pretty much my mother. You know what I'm saying, for the most part.
Yeah.
So I was raised by her predominantly. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm wise, but I'm youthful. You see what I'm saying? But over there, man, it was cool, man. And just coming up, you know. And speaking of my old dude, so he had a rap group. You know what I'm saying? He had a rap group, so he ended up, I would be up in them studio sessions seeing him, you know what I'm saying, rapping. I would start writing my shit too, you know what I'm saying? And then as time went on, he like, nigga, he started Michael Jackson in my ass. Like, nigga, you finna make it, come on, get your ass in the studio right now. You know what I'm saying? So it just developed from on then. So, and you know, just going through trials and tribulations, man, you know, people, my homeboys, you got homeboys on drugs, homeboys getting knocked, you know what I'm saying? Just, you know, trying to slip through the cracks to everything. And, yeah, man, for the most part, you know, it was good, but, you know, I had a lot of challenges.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
And see, just by you breaking down that story, like me and you ain't even never ran it on that. We done ran it a lot, but when I first met you, that was one of the things I know. You know how they say real recognize real, like that's real shit.
Absolutely.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Just to let y'all know, we kind of bumped into each other on the job. We met each other at the job.
For sure.
And just in passing, you know, you feel certain energy or you tell the way a cat move, and I'm like, okay, you know, I see the way he move inside. You know what I'm saying? I was like, he one of them. So that's what kind of, you know, brought me up like, all right. He kind of, I saw a lot of me in you.
Facts.
So I was like, okay, I can rock with him.
Yeah, fast versa.
So all right, now you kind of touched on how you got jump started with the music and all of that. So I know you've been pushing and you still doing your thing. Didn't you just do like another project here recently?
No, I got a project. I I was dropping singles.
Mm-hmm.
But what happened, I'm gonna be honest, what happened is, you know, I started studying the game more, studying
Mm-hmm.
like the behind the scenes more. So it was like branding, marketing, content, like hey, everything has to line up. And I feel like, honestly, I was all over the place. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you gotta be targeted. I now, my thing was, okay, yeah, I'm targeting the hustlers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm targeting them, but I'm like, nah, I need to, my sound needs to be cohesive.
Yeah.
You know, my imaging, everything has to be cohesive. And I'm a thorough type person. I don't like just jumping out and just trying to figure it out. I gotta figure my shit out, then it's just go time.
Gotcha.
So that's what I'm on.
Yeah, so you got the project on the back burner right now?
It's coming. I'm working. I got like 2 more songs, and it's coming. It's called Foe.
Foe. That's what's up.
It's called Foe. You know. Yeah. So,
now, and for the people that don't know, you've had a heavy footprint in social media. You've been doing a lot, and as far as music, shout out my little Kinfolk Bars. You had man. Bars got a project too, man. When I say no skips, that thing jamming. Like y'all gonna have to check that out. Yeah. But on that, you were doing a lot of music reviews at one time, and you was I don't know if you still been doing it as much, but how did that come about, and what was the feedback with that? With doing the music reviews.
The music reviews was on point. I really kind of slowed down on it because the copyright issues, and you know, wasn't getting paid from it. You know,
so were you just doing like mainstream artists?
I was doing mainstream artists like to get my name in the algorithm.
Gotcha.
But like with underground, like up and coming artists, I still do it. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to do it a different way because the YouTube game is more like, man, it's kind of like the music game. It gets trendy, so you got to figure out exactly like how to go and how to maneuver through it. So when I start seeing like after the pandemic, everything in social media changed. If you notice, it started taking more of a TikTok approach. So, and everybody started wanting more relatable content. Like everybody, like it stopped being kind of like, oh, you know, like super. The quality has to be good. Don't get me wrong, but like, I guess like in the traditional media, people want the regular. People want to know who ABG is. People want to know, you know what I'm saying. People want to know, what you eat today. What, you know what I'm saying. So it's like it's a different approach. So once I started seeing that, I said, okay, bow. So I just switched it up. So that's all I'm about, just reinventing. You know what I'm saying? Reinventing and stuff like that. But no, I still do it. I just do it in a different way now.
Got you. Now, still on music, we're going to drill down on this music a little bit because it's a lot of projects, man, that came out. Yeah. And so just with your music review knowledge and how you look at music and how you deal with it, like what place you feel like hip-hop in right now with the projects that's been coming out? Like what you seeing? How you feel?
I put it like this, like mainstream hip-hop, I think people gotta understand this. We just came out of a pandemic, and the veil got lifted, right? Basically, we started to see like all these rappers ain't as big as we thought they was, and everybody's scrambling, trying to get some bread. You hear me? So the streaming situation, if you want to know the status of rap, you gotta look at the business model. You gotta look at the drugs that's on the streets. You know what I'm saying? Why everything sounds so cold and dead? Because everybody peeled out right now. Everybody sipping lean. Everybody getting snorted out. That's why it sounded the way it sounds. Just like Ice-T put me up on that. He said back in the 80s, everything sounded like crack. I said, damn, that do make sense. Like, you think about, hey, straight out of Compton. Like, the beat just sound like a crack hat. You know what I'm saying? So when he said that, I was like, damn. So fast forward, right? So now, just with the state that we in right now, I think everybody just scrambling trying to get some money. That's why the song's shorter. That's why everybody just trying to finesse the streams and everything. The business model has to change in order for the artistry to change. Because everybody still got to make some money at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If we working a regular job, we going to figure out a way to get some money. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to finesse the regular way that we doing shit. So I think once the business model change, that's when we're going to have that good artistic, good feeling music back again.
So let me ask you this on that then. Do you think hip hop, because like, you know, right now it's a lot of drill, like you say, it's a lot of, you know, it's a lot of depressing type songs out. But do you think hip hop can shape the way the world is trending right now, can reshape it? Or do you think that the artists that's being pushed right now are so far caught up in, like you say, the money aspect, that right now we pigeonhole to that one sound? Because I wanted to do I'm gonna let you answer that, but I wanted to do, because I want you on that panel, I wanted to do a podcast called Musical Warfare, because it seemed like they taking our music now and then start using it against us. Like if you listen at all our women that's been pushed, it's so sexually driven. To like, and then you see the little girls, they look up to them, they getting the likes and they getting all that. So it's hard to tell them this ain't cool when that ain't what social media saying. So do you think basically what I'm saying is that can music reform the way the world is treated, especially our community? That's what I'd be more focused on. Or do you think we're a little bit too far down that rabbit hole?
I think it's a business. I think that once we all get together, hip hop became mainstream. It's the same way that rock went when rock got too mainstream and it started like stop being about the message and it started being just about, you know, let the rock people say just screaming, they ain't saying nothing. Yeah. The same conversation we have now about rap. Yeah. They ain't talking about shit, you know. To answer your question, I think what's gonna happen is like it always do. Mainstream rap is gonna continue to do what it's doing because the corporation's trying to make some money. I think it's gonna be the up and coming. The underground is up and coming buzzing, and they gonna change the trajectory. Gotcha. What's gonna happen is once they start seeing them fans start going that way, mainstream gonna follow. Gotcha. It really depend on the up and coming. It depend on the buzzing artists, depend on the underground artists because mainstream can't survive without underground. Gotcha. They always looking like, damn, what's the next hot shit to do? Oh, we finna do that. I bet. And then we in the social media era too. So that's another thing too. Like, so to answer your question. Go ahead. Nah,
speaking on that, because you just touched on the social media, do you think it is too easy and too accessible for people now? Do you think people it's too easy to just drop music and have a platform?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's the thing that's diluted this shit. Because, you know what I'm saying, it diluted like me and you could come up with a song right now, upload this bitch right now, and we could potentially go viral and it could change our lives. And that's the thing. So that's why I got deeper into the business side because I learned all businesses do this, right? It's a lot of companies coming up, right? It's a lot of companies. You know, now we know the big dogs. We know who the head of Tesla, Elon Musk. We know who was the head of Apple, Steve Jobs, rest in peace. So everybody has a personal brand. When it's diluted situation, you got to know what makes you stand out. What makes, you know what I'm saying, what makes my music stand out more than these others? What makes ABG stand out more than the rest of these podcasts? So it's all about, that's what social media that's what the social media aspect brings to the table now. It's all about your person, your personality, because everybody can buy into some music. Who are you, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Who are you? Yeah. Like why are we interested in you?
And and that's what's crazy. I told me and my kinfolk boys was having the same conversation because I'm telling them, I'm like, people want to see, like you said earlier, like what you eat, what your day-to-day life is. They want to know, okay, if you tatted up, if you got, you know, what kind of cars you drive, what kind of lifestyle you live, but they want to see it in real time. They don't want to just filter to them as like through mainstream videos and stuff no more. It ain't the same. So a lot of the stuff you're saying is crazy because we don't even have that, we ain't even had that conversation, but you bouncing some of the same shit off me I told him.
Facts.
So that's crazy. Now speaking of the, like you said, you got more into the business aspect. When I say this man has tapped into a lot of stuff, you're one of the only cats I can personally put my hands on and say he was in Forbes. Like, how in the hell did that shit come about?
You talking about Wall Street Journal.
Wall Street Journal. That's crazy.
I appreciate that. How that happened, bro, that was crazy. And it's because of social media. So I had bought my girl some stocks. I had just learned about like purchasing stock market, purchasing stocks for your spouse and like send us. Just in general, I sent my bird. I had bought her some Coca-Cola stock too for her birthday, I believe. So anyway, I had put a hashtag. I did a motivation on social media, and I put a hashtag, you know, stock investing or some shit like that. And I basically, you know, bought my girl at the time. I bought her LVMH stock. Now I learned that from Wall Street Trapper. He said, you know, buy some stock. So LVMH is Louis Vuitton, Moet Hennessy. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you know, and he said it hit different. You know, when you he said it hit different when you owning something that you buying. So I said, boom. I said, so if everybody buying these designers, I'm gonna buy some stocks. You feel what I'm saying? So every time y'all buying some shit, I'm running it up. So this lady who works at Wall Street Journal just hit me up out the blue, and I'm like, what the? So she hit me and was like, hey, I wanted to interview you about you purchasing stocks for your girl. So I'm like, damn. So she asked when I was free, we set it up, and shit, I chopped it up with her for like 15-20 minutes, and she just typed it out, and next you know, it was on there. And so I got mentioned on there with Jay-Z, Kanye, Kim Kardashian, everybody. And I was like, yeah, that's all I was saying. I was like, damn, I was like, and that was all the strength of social media. So. Yeah. Social media has such a large footprint now, man. You know, you on all platforms now, man. Pretty much you got your footprint on everything. And I like one of the brand names that you had, like you kind of touched on it just then, the Mogul Motivation. Oh, for sure.
To me, that's a lot with 2 words. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So just kind of give a breakdown of how you came up with that term and how that brand, how you start branding that.
Well, it started because, shout out to Nipsey, rest in peace to him. Nipsey, I would listen to him heavily, and he was just deeply into like being like a entrepreneur. Then I had started around the time marketing company, so I just kept saying like I'm moving like a mogul. Then I started like putting those type of like little lingo in my music to where to go out of people's head for real. But I was still, so I was like, you know what? And I was big on I'm gonna create my own genre, mogul music. And then it was like, you know what? So that was okay. I need a campaign behind this shit. I'm like, okay, boom. You know, I'm gonna motivate the moguls. You know what I'm saying? Then it got deeper because I was like, you know what? It's all about ownership of self. And I was like, I'm gonna just motivate people to just, you know, it ain't just about, you know, being a business person. It's about whatever that you want to accomplish. If you want to accomplish whatever, you know, because we got things in media like draining us daily about what we shouldn't do. Everybody trying to like push doubts on us. I'm like, fuck that. No, we finna be like, hey, look, I'm finna motivate you to, if you wanna do whatever that you wanna do, I'm finna motivate you. I'm finna get your mind right so you can do it. So that's what mogul motivation came from. Just really it started off as a marketing campaign, but then I started seeing the effect it had on people, and I was like, no, I'm just gonna keep this shit going because I feel like honestly I'm doing God's work. You know what I'm saying?
And that's so real because as soon as I heard it, when just the term mogul motivation to me, how I took it, it was a mindset.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? How you broke it down is pretty much what it is. It's a mindset on how you move. It's a mindset on your business plans.
Absolutely.
Because you could be a mogul, you know, no matter what your walk of life is. A mogul, whatever space you operate in, you could be a mogul in that space.
Yes, and
so mogul motivation, it caught my attention from the jump because I'm like, man, that's dope. And then you had another two-word catchphrase, aggressive intelligence. I got a shirt from.
Yeah.
Like, talk about that. Like, first, do you do anything as far as like a clothing brand, or do you just do certain?
I was just some of your merch.
Okay,
just my merch.
Just your merch.
Yeah. Nah, people be asking me that. I'm gonna eventually get into that, but it just, man, I had to learn how to calm down and master my one. Because, bro, I'm hip. I'm hip. We on the same type of time. Like, but I learned just mastering that one because I done did so much to where I burnt myself out and I spread myself too thin. So I said, okay, I just need to, you know, just be calculated, strategic there. Step 1, step 2, step 3, and then all that fall into place.
That's what I'm trying to learn.
But where I got that aggressive intelligence from, honestly, it was Nipsey. Nipsey had released a EP with Bino from LA. They from, you know, same area, whatever. And Nipsey said, effortless, called us aggressive intelligence. Something. I was like, I said, damn. And then I was like, I was fishing at the people. I was like, damn, how will my EP, what does aggressive intelligence sound like to y'all? They was like, shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm aggressive, but I'm intelligent. And it was like, I'm intelligent, you know, it's the dichotomy.
I got a lot of compliments on this shirt too.
Yeah, appreciate that. And let's be clear, you were the one that sparked the idea to make that merch.
No shit. That's crazy.
Let's be clear.
Hey,
let's be clear.
It's like rubbing two wings. It was. Everything like you saying, like you sparked some ideas with me, you about something. So it's just crazy, you know, for it to come full circle to see some ideas, like, because that's what, when they see AVG, people ask me that all the time. They see the hands, that's accomplish, visualize, go. It's a lot of shit, man, that we visualize that when you put it in your head, it's halfway there.
Absolutely. Because
if you're truly serious about it and you get your gears grinding, you're going to make that shit happen. If it's a real goal for you, that's how you can separate what's a goal or you just, some shit that was you thought about in the past.
Exactly. Nah, we execute our shit.
We execute. Real shit.
Just talk, we execute. Okay.
Man, and that man, I still be rocking my shirt too.
I appreciate it.
So how do you break down, like you say, because you got your hands in a lot of fire. At what point do you see, okay, this avenue right here, I'm focusing in on it? Like, how do you go about strategizing your plans and you know what you focusing on at that time? Because you're a jack of all trades. Yeah. So how do you focus on that?
Well, I focus on like the situation at hand. Like, okay, I focus on my goal. Okay, what I need to do, and then it's like, so say for instance, like music. Okay, I got this music shit cracking. Okay, boom, I got to build content around it. You know what I'm saying? It's just basically taking the one thing and creating a situation around it. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole thing.
That makes sense.
You know what I mean? Cause like cause you know how we'll get inspired. We'll see some shit on TV. We'll see some shit everywhere. Like, I want to do that. I want to do that. I want to do that. Just next you know, you stopping and starting a lot of shit. And I was like, man, And really, man, it took me trial and error because, like I said, I had a digital marketing company I partnered up with. You know, that situation happened. I was actually a part of a situation where the music conference, I was helping build a music conference.
You told me yeah.
So I was helping that, went to DC, you know what I'm saying, seen a crazy deal get signed, you know what I'm saying, by a dude who he got signed. Actually, James Harden's chef, he signed a deal with Food Network. I was there when it happened. Damn. And then he was actually on Girls Trip with Lil' Kim Miami, and now he in Houston out there. He's his chef or whatever. So I seen it happen before. I seen his take
behind the scenes.
Yeah, that's behind the scenes.
Exactly.
So basically, to say all that, I learned from all our situation. I said, damn, you know, when I had to regroup, I said, damn, I'm attaching myself to too many things. Let me just master my one. And just, when I got a situation, create an enterprise around it, and then it'll just build from there.
So let me ask you this, bro. Because I see now a lot of stuff that you do, you kind of move like me, and I noticed that there's a lot of solo work. And I know for like a lot of the shit we doing, you really be needing a team. But like, you know, before we got started with this, you know, we set up, we doing our own thing with the cameraman, we everything. So did at one point you have a team and you get burned out? Because sometimes, you know what I'm saying, you'll try to, you know, work with people and do certain things, but it's like sometimes you just got a vision that's so big, or sometimes you don't want other shit convoluting it.
Facts.
So how do you do your stuff, like as far as like putting your projects together? Do you bounce any ideas off anybody? Do you have a team at first? Or
I never had a team. I could say my girl, honestly, I bounce ideas off of her.
Shout out to the strong women.
Yeah, shout out to the strong women. You already know the goddess. You know, I bounce ideas off her, and she keep it buck with me. She be like, nah, that shit wet. Or like, she'll be like, nah, you know, she ain't the type, y'all go back. Nah, she gonna let me know, like, nah, that shit, that ain't it. So, and even ideas, she be like, okay, so, and she was like, okay, what we gotta do? You know what I'm saying? What we gotta do? Like, what you want me to do? You know? So, she's that, but as far as everything else, cause like bouncing ideas, you know, she add value to my situation, but for the most part, I do everything pretty much dolo.
So you self-taught with pretty much everything? Everything,
bro. I self-educate. If I'm at the gig, bro, I'm listening, when I had them earphones and shit, man, I'm listening to podcasts, I'm listening to behind the scenes, like shit. I'm not just listening to music. I'm listening to shit that's like information all day. That's why I talk so, because that's all I consume is information all day, every day.
Gosh.
Every day. Derek, we got heard. Doing OT, getting no sleep.